Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's say thank to the God who always give us a chance and opportunity so that we can presentation our final discuss about the test. Before we start the presentation, we will introduce our member from the group 11. Ade.
Okay, let me introduce. My name is Ada Rahmana Firza.
Fikrah.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fikrah.
Ayub.
My name is Setiawan Ahmad.
And the last member is Muhammad Renaldi. Okay, so we just start the presentation. The first speaker is Ayub Setiawan Ahmad. Will presentation the number 1. Time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ayub Setiawan Ahmad. Do you agree with Olson its opening? Yes, but Olson its rates 3 are to tips its bandits its corruption, namely stationary bandits and Senate bandits were stationary bandits not. That's number always bastion and silent bandits are seen criminals. Baik, terima kasih.
Okay, Ayub, thanks for the presentation. The second number will be a presentation by me, Siti Naura Aulia. Which bandit is better? The answer is circular bandits. The reason we judge that mobile bandits are better than stationary bandits is because mobile bandits have a short term in power because they adhere to a democratic system. If Olson's view is there is makes interest bandits more potential to commit corruption, then we state the opposite. Due to the longer tenure and autocratic decision making and policy spending, there is more potential to commit as much corruption as possible. In contrast to mobile bandits, which are limited by time frames and decision making as well as policy spending that goes through a number of states of deliberation by the parliament. In addition, in the power of mobile bandits with a democratic system is adhere to a system of by people, to the people, and for the people. It is considered better an autocratic system that adheres to a system of all decision coming from the leader stationary bandits. I think enough for the second number. Next for the third number by Mufikra. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. I will explain about question number 3. Do you agree with the statement that democracy is the mother of corruption? The answer is disagree. Because according to our group, corruption does not only exist in democratic countries, but also in authoritarian countries. The moral quality of the individual also play an important role in the causes of corruption, because of the greedy nature in human can make someone commit corruption in the country.
For the fourth number will be speaker by Ade Rahmana Firza. Time is yours.
Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. Okay, I will answer that to the fourth question about do you think corruption can be eradicated from this country? The disease that I'm sorry. If you look at that, if you look at the statement from the text, corruption is an outcome of democracy, that corruption can never be eradicated in Indonesia. Yes, we agree that corruption in this country is very difficult to eradicate, given the legal terms are downward and then upward, which is a real start that this test in this country is certain in punishing the middle class. There are many factors why corruption in this country is difficult to eradicate, one of which is the weakness of the existing law enforcement system. Many of the state officials, when proven to have done this, have been given very heavy sentence. But in fact, the sentence they received can be said to be relatively light. Weak laws will create for individuals to commit acts of corruption because there is no deterrent effect or fear of the law, and the use of power to intervene in the court process make corruptors more free to do corruption. In the addition, the weak point of the person who does is dissatisfaction, which will result in him being complete to continue to commit corruption. Sorry, that's all from me. Thank you.
And for the last number will be presentation by Muhammad Renaldi Nuryadin. Time is yours.
Okay, number 5 is, what do you think that we should do to eradicate corruption in this country? Corruption will not eradicated, it can only be reduced. Sorry, I will continue. Corruption will not be eradicated, it can only be reduced because there will continue to be individuals in every institution. Reducing it by continuously increasing penalties or for perpetrators and evaluation or examination in every part of the institution or agencies. Examples of countries such as China and the Arabs that impose the death penalty on corruption perpetrators regardless of nominal, but there are still individuals.
Okay, we think that's all for our presentation. We really apologize if have a mistake. Thank you for the attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.